Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit with Come As You Are Oracle. Okay, now I get hair in my mouth. Every time something happens, every time. Cannot have a perfect intro ever. It's just ridiculous. It's crazy. I'm going to do the collective for today, Thursday, January 2nd, 2025. You may follow me on the book, the Insta, the Talk, the Tube, the Lemonade, the Blue Sky Social, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, fabulous. We love that for you. If some of it does not, please just leave it on the table for someone else. We're going to use Rare Rebel. You can find that on Etsy. This cat was sitting on the bed the whole time I was in here checking my email. And as soon as I start talking, he jumps off the bed to get attention. Homer, what's the matter with you? Why you gotta be like that? Huh? Too damn cute for his own good. We got one on the table. I gotta go to bed super early, earlier than usual, because I gotta be up at 1:30 in the morning, because I gotta start work at 3:30 in the morning. Could it be any more ridiculous? And why they decide to do that on a Friday, I have no idea. Like, it's not gonna matter. So now, instead of doing... Well, technically, I'll do an 11.5-hour day, because I'll have a lunch in there. Yay! We got one on the table. And they're going to do that all next week. And then that next Saturday is mandatory. And I think if it goes longer than a week, I'm going to have to say no thanks. Because, no. I don't know. I was telling one of the ladies, they got mad at us. Okay. Medline, all the upper management, they got mad at the whole team in the warehouse because we were talking about how, we always have overtime forced on us and all this stuff. And, instead of just asking and saying, oh, okay, no, okay, bye. People will literally like grind you to a pulp to get you to agree to come in for overtime. Like make you cry and shit. Like literally. Like, yeah. Oh, no more overtime. Nobody gets overtime. Like they kick themselves in the ass. How does it put the foot in their own mouth, or I don't know, whatever, but they screwed themselves because for a while they were like, oh, no overtime, no, you don't have to do overtime, it's okay, you don't want overtime, fine, we won't give you overtime, no overtime. And they screwed themselves because we started getting backed up, and then they realized like, oh shit, yeah, we do need people for overtime. So then they were like, oh, we're gonna hire like 100 people to do all this overtime. So they hired like 100 people, like 7,500 people. They disappeared into the bowels of the warehouse. We never see them. I don't know where they are or what they do. But they don't come and help our team, which is Auto Store. It's called Auto Store. They don't help our team, and they don't come and do our overtime for us. So we were constantly begged to do overtime, on top of the fact that now they want to make it mandatory because we're supposed to have a spike. Um, we shouldn't have a spike because the company that we used to pick for, that we would get spikes, like order spikes, every 3 months or so, we don't pick for them anymore. I shouldn't say that. We pick for them, but it's like 1,000 lines a day, which is nothing. Like 5 people could do that in an hour. Like it's 1,000 lines. It's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. Where's the people that you hired to do all the mandatory overtime, all the overtime, so that we don't have to do overtime? And now they're making making it mandatory and making us do it because they realized that all these people that they hired, which are all young kids, by the way, 20-something-year-old kids who want to get paid $25 an hour to stand around and pick their nose. They don't want to do anything. They want to call off every other day. They want to come late. They want, hour-long lunches. Now they realize that those kids don't really want to work, because not a single one of them have I ever seen volunteer for AutoStore. It's the same people that volunteer for AutoStore to come in on weekends and help out, that it has always been the same people. And then when you bring that up, then they get mad. Like, well, we hired these people. Okay. Hello, sir. Sir, because it's all men that work in the office, all the upper management at our warehouse, it's all men. They got rid of all the women. It's all men. It's so frustrating. And the sad thing is I actually like my job, and I like most of the people that I work with, but like, really? Like, why? Why does it got to be that way? We got 3 on the table. I just wasted 6 minutes crying and whining about work. Sorry. And the funny thing is I'm an early riser, but when I hear that I have to be up, that I have to be at work by 3:30 in the morning, I'm like, yeah, you have gone too far, sir. Too far. We got 4 on the table. Oh, do you want out now? All right, let me set that there. Come on. Come on. Go on. Thank you. Come again. But not really. Closed the door to my bedroom because I can't let any of them in there, because I need to be able to go to sleep later by myself. And the poor babies don't understand. They're all like, why won't you spend time with us? Hey, I cleaned their litter boxes. That's all they're going to get from me today. That and dinner. We got 7 on the table. Eight on the table. Nine on the table. This is going to be the last shuffle. Sorry, I forgot to say that. I'm like busy thinking about the cards. Someone is watching a divine feminine work on their heart chakra. Okay, I'm going to set this over here on the windowsill. All right, we got 10 cards at the bottom of the deck. We got Earth Element. We've got Death and Rebirth. We've got Soul Contract. Just Wasa. Connect to Spirit. We've got Divine Timing. Third Eye Chakra. Stay Grounded. Happiness. And bottom of the deck is Listen Up. I love this card. I absolutely love that card. I love it when it comes out. Because I always feel like it means listen, but I always feel like I always get like a different meaning for it. Well, not a different meaning, but a different avenue of communication. I don't know, something like that. I don't know. I don't know. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. Okay, so this is an earth element. This reading is for an earth element or someone that has earth in their chart. Okay, predominantly in their chart, I would say. Earth is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Okay. If you're not an earth sign and you somehow miraculously do not have any of it in your chart, you are still free to watch. Maybe it would pertain to somebody you know. This earth element has gone through a death and a rebirth. So probably, some type of healing journey. This person is on some type of healing journey. This person has a soul contract. I think that is coming in divine timing. Okay. This person, they're just chilling. This person is just chilling. They're doing their thing, living their life. Blase blah. One of my favorite tarot readers says that all the time. It always makes me laugh when she says it. Because I know I've heard it somewhere else, but I can't figure out where it is. And I feel like it's a movie or a TV show from the 80s, but I can't remember. But every time she says that, I laugh. Yeah, whoever this earth element is, they're doing their thing, living their life, doing their journey. I think this person is they need to have better contact with spirit. So like they need to meditate more or pray more or I mean, I just talk to him. Like you can just talk to him seriously. I don't always hear something back, but I still talk to him, I feel like he probably gets voicemails. I'm just saying. This person needs to connect with spirit. This person needs to listen. It's okay for this person to be happy. It's okay for this person to just do them, just be themselves, while they're waiting for this connection. If they're listening, they'd be called to stay grounded. And yesterday, I think it was yesterday, when I got that stay grounded or whatever, a couple days ago? And I said, no, you got to get out and ground. I said, like, you got to get out and ground. I don't usually say that because usually I just say, like, oh, you can go sit on your patio and, feel the air, which you can. But I think it was yesterday or the day before. I was like, no, 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 you got to go out and actually ground. Again, I'm not really getting that today. So I would just say, get outside, breathe some fresh air. If you want to put your bare feet on the ground, if you want to hug a tree, if you want to plant a tree, if you want to talk to the animals, I mean, just get outside. Just get outside and this person is being called to follow their third eye. I don't know why I always say listen to your third eye. Why would you listen? You see with your third eye. You don't. I mean, I guess you could hear technically. Um, whoever their soul contract is, this is, oi, whoever this soul contract is, this person might just be starting their death rebirth, like, healing them, getting on a healing journey and ditching those addictions and getting rid of the low vibe people in their life. Like, this person might just be starting, or like baby stages, whereas this earth element is, I would say, definitely further along. And just an example, like I've been on my healing journey, I would say, for what, probably like a year and a half ish. No, no, almost 2 years, almost 2 years. So that would be, this is just like, like like for comparison. So, like, let's say I've been on my healing journey for 2 years, and I get a message from God saying, okay, your soul contract's coming in, but it's a little bit behind because this person just started healing like 3 months ago. Everybody heals in their own time, obviously, but I've been good for almost two. I mean, not good, but like, I've been on this journey for almost 2 years, and this person's only been on it for 3 months. Please don't bring them into me. Like, please let them heal for another like year. But can you bring me someone else? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. When I make comments like that, I kind of like laugh because when I actually when I actually think about like being in a don't get me wrong, I want to be in a relationship at some point. I want to be with another person again. It's just when I think about it, sometimes like in my mind, like I picture like these horror stories because I've been on my own now a little over 2 years, and technically, if you count the time the ex-husband and I were separated, I mean, probably technically almost 3 years I've been on my own. So what's it going to be like when I actually have to share space again with another human? I don't know. I just know that my little condo is not going to be big enough for two people. And I love my little condo. Just saying. I kind of have that feeling like Carrie Bradshaw from Sex and the City, if you ever watched it, when her and what was his name, Ian? Noah? What what's his name's name? She was engaged to what's his name from Northern Exposure. What the hell was his name in the show? Was it Ian? I want to say Ian, but I can't remember. And she was like, we're not going to be able to make it in her little condo because she just had a studio, basically, because she didn't really technically have a bedroom. Her bedroom and her living area was the whole thing. She had a little kitchen, and then she had a bathroom. There was no separation there. And he was like, well, we'll just buy the apartment next door or whatever, and we'll expand. And he bought the other condo or whatever, and then they freaking broke up and the whole thing went to shit. But it makes me think of that, because it's like, I don't have enough room in my little condo I barely have enough room for me and 4 cats. The cats are crowded. Yeah, so this soul contract is a little bit behind. I think that's why the listen up is here, because this person, this earth element, just live your life. Just keep going the way you're going. Just do your own thing. Continue to love on yourself, if you're this earth element. Continue to work on yourself, to continue to grow and build, that way when another person comes in, like, hopefully that person is whole and you're whole, and there's no like, well, I do more than you do. I put in more effort than you do. I make more money than you do. Oh, okay. Oh. Sometimes abundance and sometimes, what was that word? I just had it in my head. Achievements don't necessarily involve more money. And okay, you're an earth element. You should be out there living it up anyway. You should be loving the earth. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, okay, you guys, like I've told you guys before, like I'm a Gemini, um, a Gemini in Venus, a Gemini sun. But I have more Virgo. Like all my planet stuff is Virgo, and I'm an Aries moon, but I'm more Virgo, so I have a lot of earth in me. And I have a lot of fire too, but I have a lot of earth in me. Like in the summer, in the spring, in the fall, I love being outside. I love it. I love it. Like if I had bought a little house with a backyard instead of a condo, like I probably would have had like a little patio built, and I probably would have had all, like a little fire pit out there, and I used to have, when the ex-husband and I were married and we had our house, I used to have a canopy bed out in the backyard, and I ended up selling it for like half of what I paid for it, less than a year after I bought it. I think I bought it like 6 months before. I love that canopy bed. That canopy bed was awesome. You just lay out there and read, and, anyway, yeah, like I love spending time outside. In the winter, not so much. It just kind, I mean, it kind of depends on the day, but in the winter, not really. Like usually, like I'll really come out of hibernation probably like end of March, beginning of April. Because technically, like the cold doesn't really bother me. Like I'll just bundle myself up. I mean, we're Northerners. I've been doing this my whole life. I was born here. The cold isn't really what bothers me. It's the death and the rebirth of the earth. Like it's like all the colorful leaves are gone, and there's no grass, and you know what I mean? Like when spring hits and everything starts growing and coming back, it's like, and what's funny is when I was a kid, I used to love winter. I used to love the dark. I used to love the cold. I used to love that there was nothing growing. And now as an older adult, I'm like, I really need my sun and I really need my plants. Like I don't want plants personally, but I want to see plants out there. It's funny how we change as we grow. Yeah, so this earth element should technically not have a problem getting outside, but again, it also depends on where you reside. Because I would not blame them if they lived in Chicago and they didn't want to go outside. I would not blame them at all. All right, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not seeing anything crazy. I'm not seeing any like voodoo, hoodoo, magic bullshit or anything like that. Like, this is just God telling someone to sit tight and love themselves, because it's going to be a minute before this soul contract comes in. A hot minute. All right. I hope it resonated for you or for someone. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. I hope everybody enjoyed their second day of January 2025. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Oh, and thanks for listening to my crap about work. Bye.